Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu khairul mursaleen. The Muslims, brothers and sisters, peace be unto you. Assalamu alaikum. I was asked to make some comments, and you remember that the men back in the old days, they carried their guns. In the Western days, they had their holsters with their guns on. They were always ready, because they knew that they were living in tragic and terrible times, and everybody carried a gun, so it was fair. It was fair. So I want you all to know I always got my gun. I'm always ready. So it's nothing. This is nothing that I have to prepare for. I'm gonna say like my imam, and I say I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna say like my imam, Mosque Muhammad, because I don't know how you feel about him. So I'm gonna be selfish and say my imam. My imam, Mosque Muhammad, in 1975, announced to the world freedom, justice, and equality. And from 1975 to 2008, the imam, Mosque Muhammad, may Allah's mercy be on him, advocated, promoted, fought, strove for freedom, justice, and equality. This does not take him out of the human realm. And we're all men and women, we're all human. We have frailties, we have all the things that Allah told Muhammad, the Prophet ﷺ, say to them, you are immoral. Because they were trying to find something in Muhammad that they could argue about. So you eat like we eat. You have relations with your wife. I even saw you sleeping, Rasul. So they wanted to make Muhammad something that he was not. And some of us are and or have tried to make Imam Mosque Muhammad something that he's not or was not. Imam Mosque Muhammad was our friend, our brother, our guide, our leader. He was the husband of some women. He was the father of some children. He was a man that accepted the responsibility that Allah, the glorified, Allah the exalted, gave him. And it's very unfortunate that today, practically 4 years since Imam transitioned, that we, his association, his community, a great segment of them have misidentified and or misappropriated their inheritance. We have a lot of prodigal sons and daughters out there that should be here. They're prodigal in that they have taken their inheritance. And I'm saying specifically those who call themselves the imams. They have taken their inheritance and they're now using it in other places. They're guilty of misappropriating. And Allah Azza wa Jalla says, do not misappropriate knowingly things entrusted to you. And Imam Muhammad told us on more than one occasion that it wasn't the followers, it was the imams, it was the leaders. And I tell you this, if every imam in America was true to himself and would stand up before the congregation and tell them that you are obligated, you are responsible for the sustainability of the Mosque ministry of Imam Muhammad. That is your duty, your obligation, your responsibility to make sure that the namesake of Imam Muhammad lives forever. That name will not live unless you nourish it, unless you speak it, unless you cultivate it, unless you inculcate it. That name, Word of Muhammad, if you let that name die, so to those of you who are here, you take this message to those who are not here. If you let that name die, you are guilty of sedition. You are guilty of treason. And you might say, this is harsh, Imam Mubarak, pardon me. You might say, this is harsh. No. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, Allah yastari. Allah yastari. And those of you know the Arabic, Allah does not hesitate to tell you what needs to be said. He told Muhammad, he said, Muhammad has his heart, and he will not tell you that you are annoying him. But Allah says, I will tell them. It was Allah's word that established Muhammad. And it's Allah's word that will establish us. But all praise to Allah. Allah gave us an imam. He gave us a leader. He gave us a guide. Now Imam told us this on more than one occasion. Oh, we have the Quran, the book of Allah, the Kitab of Allah. We have that. We have Muhammad. We have had that for 14 centuries, and look at the hell the Muslim world is in today. So Allah gave us a special man. A special man. And all of those imams out here, today, and you all have to pardon me, but you asked me to speak, I'm going to speak. At 12 o'clock today, there's going to be a man on the radio who is opposed to the mosque because he's not engaged or involved in. And he has influence. His influence is not greater than Allah's or his messenger or me. I can't speak for no other imam. But I'm saying this, I will not rest until Allah take my last breath. Seeing to it that the name of Imam Worthy Muhammad lives forever. If Hamdani and Shafi and Maliki, if those names